Yeah. We're back with another one. Yeah.
What's going on, Juco?
We reacting over here. I'm El Jefe. We just gonna like and subscribe. Have fun. Kick back. Smith Cartel. Y'all like and subscribe because you're gonna love it. This is the Smith Cartel channel. Go ahead and like, subscribe. We gonna keep going fed until we go live. I'm El Jefe, the big boss, kicking at Third Coast. We going, running, smiling, man. We doing the most to my family. I wish you the best. Remember what Jefe taught you, boy. Say it with your chest. Big boy, big boss. I rock it in the South. Got these folks slugs and all this gold shining in my mouth. I'm the man, understand, like and subscribe. We gon' keep spinning the block until we get it right. Yeah, that's real, like and subscribe, that's the channel. We keep it real, give you more than you can handle. Yeah, like and subscribe. Smith Cartel, I'm El Jefe. All right. Smith Cartel channel. Y'all like and subscribe to the channel. We back with another one. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? I ain't seen y'all in a minute, so I'll be checking on y'all, making sure y'all good. Sometimes I be moving and making videos and stuff. I mean, y'all seen how I go up quick. I be on it, boy. On it. I'm gonna start taking some time. I'll give y'all a little supply and demand. Y'all can watch the ones I got. But yeah, man, no, I just like to make videos, man. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you're good at something or you do something, you start getting good at it, you become lazy because you're good at it. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to stay on it. You know what I'm saying? So the more I make, the more y'all got, because I got, you know, everybody works dang near every day of the week almost. So I got to at least make some content so y'all can pop on YouTube when you're on your break or when you're chilling and just look at something and laugh and be like, whoa, see a couple cars flip, you know what I'm talking about? See a couple crazy women, crazy men, you know, we going to rock it. So let's get it. So this one here is supposed to be saucy. Saucy. Shout out to X-Cop. Shout out to X-Cop. So we the Smith Cartel channel. Like I said, y'all like and subscribe. I'm Jefe. I'm going to be the host, and we going to rock with it the most today. So let's get it. This one's called When Cops Arrest Their Own Kids. Ooh, let's go.
Next, we're headed to Midlothian, Texas, where officers Philip Evett
even know there
and
was a
Nicholas Vanderkar
Midlothian,
found
Texas.
themselves in the middle of a controversy after pulling over a police commander's daughter. It all started on the 12th of March, 2021, when the officers spotted a red Jeep swerving on a main road. They immediately pulled the vehicle over and went to check on the state of the driver.
How you doing? My name is Officer Evett, Midlothian Police Department.
Hi.
Can I get your license from you? So the reason I pulled you over is you're all over the road, Miss Regan, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay, or?
Yeah, I was on the phone with my boyfriend.
She drunk as hell.
Okay.
Just a little bit upset. I'm fine.
Okay. Where were you coming from, Miss Regan?
Eyes dilated. Look at her eyes.
From Fort Worth. Okay. What were you doing out there?
She is
I was just hanging out with
drunk.
my friend. I'm on the way home.
Look at her. She drunk.
Waxahachie.
Okay. So this isn't a good address here in Arlington.
No, I live in 81 Waxahachie, Texas. That is old.
That's an old address.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got insurance on the vehicle, Miss
Yes,
Regan?
I do.
You have any weapons or drugs in the car?
Nope.
Okay.
Crazy.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, cool. Have you had anything to drink tonight, Miss Regan?
Yep.
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. What's a little bit? One, two, three.
I mean, I was with my friend. I was in Fort Worth. She was driving. I thought I had.
All right, so here's how we do this, okay? Tell you how you can tell when a woman's lying when she open her mouth. I'm just playing. Nah, but this girl here, let me tell you something. Automatically, I'm going to tell y'all how the cops know you're lying. This is some real stuff. I'm just joking with the whole girls open their mouth, but this is real. When especially for women, y'all don't understand. This is how we catch you quickly. When a man asks you a question, if you give him 100 different things other than what he asks you, you're lying. Because most people who will tell the truth just say it. You know what I'm saying? How many drinks you said you already told him you had a drink. You've been drinking. So how many drinks you had? Well, my friend and I was going. Nah, that's an excuse. You're lying. She's about to, you know, she should have just went ahead and told him.
Enough.
Okay.
Nah, enough.
So you
Her daddy's a cop, a commander.
Oh, that's fine, Miss Regan.
Okay.
If you could do me a favor, can you turn off the vehicle and
Yeah.
put the keys on the dashboard for me?
Yes.
I'm gonna have you.
I've got to share this. You can get car insurance for as low as $22 per month. Take a look. As low as $22
This fool put that
per
picture
month.
on
Your
there. Just
Step to the rear for me, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you.
Put it on
The officer
perfectly,
had just
boy.
pulled over his superior's daughter, and at first glance,
Yeah,
she did not
his
appear to be in the
own
right
boss.
state to be operating a motor vehicle.
All right, so Ms. Regan, how much you like? What did you have to drink?
A couple shots.
A couple shots.
you're out
Do you
of
know
buddy.
what they were?
Whiskey.
Yeah,
Whiskey?
you're out of there. If
Yeah.
it's whiskey,
Okay. Do you know what kind of whiskey?
that whiskey hitting
I'm
you
curious.
right
I
now.
like whiskey, so.
Jack Daniels.
Oh, come on, you got the cheap
Jack
stuff too?
Daniels, the cheap stuff. That's gonna really mess you up.
So, how long ago was that?
What's right now? Like 10.
What time do you
It
think?
was about like 9, 10ish.
9, 10ish.
And
Okay.
you
What time do you
drove?
think it is? Like right about now,
I know it's past midnight.
past midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know where you are by chance?
Yeah, Waxahachie.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, when's the last time you had something to eat?
When I had dinner.
When you had dinner?
Yeah.
And what time did you say that was?
That was about like 6, 7.
6, 7. Okay. And then it was
So
a
she
couple
deep
shots
in
of Jack
there.
Daniels, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't think a couple.
I mean, do you mind if I do some tests to make sure you're
No,
okay
you
to
can.
drive?
Yeah.
You know, just to make sure if you're good to go, we can get you going home and get you out of here, okay?
You wanted
Yeah.
to maybe take the heels off. If that beats you.
Yeah.
Well, that
Sorry, that's
I
up
was
to
gonna say that's up to her.
Oh no, that's up to me. I'm I'm fine.
That's it.
Sis, if it was anybody else, they
Nice
wouldn't have told
shoes, by the
her
way.
Thank you.
that. It wouldn't be nice or nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
A
like
couple
them.
days ago.
Yeah,
Those
you
are
won't be
sharp.
wearing them in the jail
So-
cell.
On a scale of like 0 being as sober as you've been in your life to 10 being like the most intoxicated, where do you think you'd like put yourself?
20,000.
Uh,
Don't be lying, girl. Come on.
Okay, okay.
Look, you see
That's
how I went?
fine.
That means
So,
you lying.
do me a favor if you can stand right
You
here.
lied.
Reagan admitted multiple
Yeah,
times
she's
that she
out
had
of there.
consumed alcohol, and after a failed field sobriety test, it
See
was
the look
clear
on her
just
face?
how inebriated she
My
was.
daddy's gonna
This,
kill
of
me, I'm
course,
going to
meant she was
jail.
getting arrested, but that's when the encounter took a different turn.
Relax.
Spread your feet for me, man. Okay.
They can't even
All
look
right,
her in
you
the
are under
eyes.
arrest for driving while intoxicated, okay?
okay.
Give me your other hand, please. All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need out of the vehicle?
I don't think so.
Okay. Those aren't too tight, are they?
No.
Okay. I'm just making sure, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna double lock these, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a wallet in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need that at all?
I mean,
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna check for weapons real quick, okay? You don't have any weapons, any knives on you, right?
no.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Well,
We're gonna step right back there, okay, miss?
CCH for DWI.
Can I get her name or deal?
You didn't add her?
No, not yet. Here, I can
Stand by.
It's right here. Go ahead and take a seat in there, okay?
Okay.
Just watch your head, all right?
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Can you bring me 25 real quick?
Yeah, yeah. Just hold on 1 second, Miss Regan, okay?
Okay.
Don't tell me they found something in the car.
Put this in the car real quick. What's up? Real quick. It's okay. Just walk real fast. Real fast.
What? Why he's not supposed to take his body cam off?
Officer
You
Vanderkart
can't
took off
do
his
that.
body cam and asked Officer Evett to take off his as well. They then talked about the fact that they had just arrested a superior officer's daughter. Unsure what to do,
Doesn't
they
matter.
called Sergeant Stephanie Hansen. The sergeant told them to let Reagan go, so they did just that,
What?
instructing her to call her father to come pick her up. This
What?
decision, however, was not without consequences. An internal investigation was kicked off, and every officer involved was brought in for questioning.
At some point,
Yeah.
Miss Regan is removed from the vehicle,
Yeah.
unwrapped, and the video stops.
Yes, sir.
How does she leave the scene?
Her father comes and picks her up.
She's by himself?
Yes, sir.
This is crazy.
From what I was,
Were you there when he showed up?
yes, sir, it was.
Okay.
And I mean, that's what I was told by Officer Evett at the time, was, hey, we were told to unarrest her.
That's what Evan says.
Yes, sir. That's what I was told.
Yeah, buddy. You got it messed up for real.
Show your daughter.
They messed up for real because you can't do that. You can't do that. The whole purpose of them having them body cams is so they can be at their discretion. They can see what's going on. Everybody has it. You know, everybody keeps them justified. This is the perfect example of why you should not take it off. You guys took it off. Regardless of who told you to do it, you still shouldn't have did it.
Yes, it actually made me really upset.
General's law don't work no more. You ain't got to jump off a cliff if they tell you to just because you want to be a good soldier.
Just had to voice my opinion to others because, you know, stuff like that eats at me because we've seen stuff like this happen, you know, with some videos and stuff. And it's
he's been throwing all of them under the bus.
I felt like it was altered that day and I couldn't sleep. I mean, because again, like, I know what we were doing, I didn't believe in, you know, that's just me. I don't speak for anybody else, obviously.
You speak for yourself.
For me, yeah, it really did. Like, it made me very, very upset.
Yeah.
Officer Vanderkar painted a picture of exactly what happened, making it very clear who made the final controversial decision that night. Next up was Officer Evett.
All he told me was, "Do you know who that is?" And I said, "No, I have no idea who that is." He's like, "That's Commander Regan's daughter." And at that point, I mean, first.
Ooh, that's a tough decision now, boy. You tough.
I was like, holy. And
you in a rock and a hard place.
At that point, because I'm like, this is one of my supervisor's daughters. And just, it scared me.
It scared you?
Yeah.
Why did it scare you?
Just because it was one of my supervisor's daughters. Like, I started thinking of my career, and I don't know why, but that's the first thing that jumped into my head, and like, lose my job, like, and that's,
you're gonna lose it anyway.
That's the first thing that came to mind. And then from there, I told him I'm gonna call Sergeant Hanson.
But I mean, at the end of the day, you wouldn't have lost your job had you took her to jail.
What I have.
Because there's nothing he could have did. He couldn't. He can't
exactly
retaliate.
What he did. Call Sergeant Stephanie Hansen.
But she the one that made that
it was her
final
decision
call
to let Regan go. When it was her turn in the hot seat, she got a lesson in ethics.
Look how far she is from
We're in
him.
the business of handing out favors for each other, and not administering justice fairly. We're gonna face some consequences. That's bad.
Okay.
That's bad. You can't let your personal relationships affect your decision to arrest or not arrest. You know,
she don't care. You see what I'm saying? There's the difference between the men and the women. She don't even care. She doesn't care. All she's saying, she hasn't even said anything.
So we have that exact same thing here.
Yep.
Cassidy's not a political figure.
With somebody we have a relationship with.
Yes, sir.
After that, Sergeant Hansen was placed on administrative paid leave
in
order to attend ethics training.
Administrative
All the officers were given
paid
written
leave?
reprimands.
That's crazy. The guy's got written reprimands. She got paid leave.
On Saturday night in the area of South Dillard
That's
Street
crazy. And she the one that told him to do it.
They say the lights were on, the engine was running, and there were 2 open beer cups found in the cup holders of his car.
This is Chase Mina, son of Orange County Sheriff John Mina. On the 13th of August, 2022, he drank so much alcohol that he passed out in his car in the middle of the road on his way home. By the time officers arrived at the scene, Chase was still sleeping.
Ever since I was a kid, every single officer's child was wild. That's crazy. They was wild. They was out there.
Sleeping and in need of a serious wake-up call.
Drugs, alcohol, all kinds of stuff.
Where are you?
Oh, yeah, you out of there, buddy.
Where? Are you able to step out with me? Yeah. That's not cool. Easy, buddy. Oh, man. You okay? Let's just step towards the back of the car, okay? There you go.
Oh, you hit something?
What's going on, man? leave the whole ride home. Yeah? Where are you coming from? Leave the ride home. Where are you coming from? Leave the ride home, man. No, leave the ride home. Okay, I don't understand what you're saying.
But it's crazy because a lot of their parents, like their daddies and their mamas that are police officers, know their hidden secret. They know it already. It's like you're just aiding and abetting something that they could help them get better at, or they can help them get better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you didn't take that cop's daughter to jail, who's to say that she don't go out again and wreck and unalive people?
Okay, where's your house?
But if you would have took her, he would have knew. He already knows his daughter got a drinking problem. He probably the alcoholic that gave it to
If you
him.
don't have it on you, it's okay. You can just
Y'all probably know he got a drinking problem.
Chase's speech was slurred and his answers were incoherent. He was obviously intoxicated.
Hey, Chase, if you want to leave that in the seat, then can we step over in this parking lot so we can get you out of the road? Out of the roadway. Yeah. Okay. If you'll actually leave the keys, man, and I'll explain everything. Okay.
Chase is out of there, man. Me and Chase Daddy done talked about this. I told Chase Daddy he got to stop drinking on an empty stomach. He drinking on an empty stomach, and then he out here in some flip-flops or in some Crocs, and he trying to make it happen.
Okay.
I told him you ain't gonna be able to drive that truck in them Crocs.
Well, first of all, we found you asleep at the light. You know how long you've been?
Somebody, he drunk so much he done passed out. Chase, come on, man. Because you weak, you ain't ate nothing. Look how skinny you is. You a meal away from death.
Okay. So right now, the
You about to cry? Don't you cry. Don't you cry. You fucking up, boy.
So I'm just going to ask you, would you be willing to answer some questions?
Chase,
Would you be
toughen
willing
up.
to do
You
some
got
sobriety
this.
exercises for us tonight?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Is your ID in the
hell.
car?
Chase, man, your daddy's a po-po.
If you want to leave in this officer's car, I'll come right
Well, he going.
The
Put your
officers were
hands behind
looking
your
to
back.
determine just how inebriated Chase was,
Yeah,
so they
buddy.
tried to carry out a field sobriety test.
He ain't want to do none of that.
Okay, Chase. All right. So generally what we do is we run you through some medical questions when you do the field sobriety exercises. If you don't want to do those, you don't have to. But right now you're asking us to base our decision on your ability to drive on what we've seen so far. And what we've seen so far is you asleep in the vehicle, you reek of alcohol.
That too.
It's obviously been drinking. You told us that you came from the bar. So I just want to present you the opportunity again. Would you like to do field sobriety exercises?
Nope.
Put your hands behind your back.
Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Time to go to jail,
Chase was
Chase.
arrested for suspicion of operating a motor vehicle while under the influence. He's looking at up to 9 months in prison and a fine of up to $2,000 if he's found guilty. Our next case takes us to Bristol, Tennessee, where an officer pulled over a senator's daughter and proceeded to make a series of career-ending decisions.
Senator's daughter.
It
I'd
was
have
the
locked her
29th
up
of
anyway. I
November
don't care who you
2017,
is.
when Officer Philip Kiersnoki pulled over Samantha Lundberg, daughter of Senator John Lundberg. The tin on her car windows appeared to be too dark, so the officer decided to investigate.
No. You know how dark your window tint is?
Oh, Officer McDaniel checked it last week. I swear to you, he pulled me over for it. You can check it, though. But yeah, he pulled me over last week for it.
Dark as hell.
Yeah, he pulled me over last week for it. But he checked it and said it was fine.
I don't think it is.
I swear, he pulled me over right in front of my house. On near King College.
Hold on one sec. Got another officer's got a little meter that he can put on it. You close to Weaver Pike and South Side. It's dark as hell.
But yeah, Officer McDaniel checked it last week, like literally in front of my house. He pulled me over.
He ain't did nothing. Ain't nobody did nothing. She lying just like her daddy.
October.
Ooh, she lying like her daddy. He raised her well.
You don't have like a medical exemption or anything like that, do you? No.
I don't believe anybody in office. I'm gonna tell you now, because let me tell you why. Because anytime y'all want to do for the community, but you riding around in Rolls Royces, what community you doing for? Your own?
Well,
she riding around like she the president with window tint, 5% window tint all the way around. Yeah, well, it don't matter.
Like this, or do you have a meter?
Use the card.
All right. Carter's on his way here. He's got a meter. We can check it.
At this point in the encounter, Officer Kiersnoki covered the microphone on his body-worn camera with his lapel. The sound was significantly muffled, but still possible to make out. The officer can be heard telling Samantha how he really felt about the stop.
To be honest with you, if it's dark, if it's over the legal limit, I'm going to give you a citation. However, that's just because the admins aren't on over window tint.
one phone call from your dad would probably get rid of it and save all of us a lot of
Wow. Wow.
real heavy on window tint right now. We don't know why.
Wow. That's crazy.
We all said if we found you driving, we'd write a ticket. You all said that? Well, we all know.
Never sue the other driver after a car
crazy,
accident.
yo. This
There's
is
a
how,
better way to get
this is
paid
how
a way
corrupt
bigger
it is
check
too,
without
man.
having to go to court.
Since her daddy is a senator, they like, yeah, we call your daddy and tell him to get it canceled. That's crazy. That's crazy. Meanwhile, they'll unalive you behind some window tint.
No.
I done seen them put 15, 20 bullets into a car because of the window tint. And they joking with her. She could have a whole bunch of shooters. One call from your daddy will make all this go away and a lot of heartache. Wow.
You got your license on you?
Now you want to uncover
Eventually,
it?
another officer arrived with a device for measuring the window tint.
Yep, need the window tint meter. How's this thing work? Just stick it on. Stick it on there. All right.
She said Mac pulled her over the other day and said it was good. It looks real dark to me.
This is crazy, dude. You can tell it's too dark.
I don't like you.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Why don't you like Carter?
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. You know that window tint too dark.
You're gonna roll this one up just a little bit.
Probably got liquor in the cup.
Or that one. He might get his chin stuck in it. I don't know.
Look at this. I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Had that been a different dynamic and a different demographic of person? Oh, hell no.
Whoa! I'm gonna cut your hand off.
What's the legal on this meter?
How do you know?
What's the legal limit on the meter?
It's supposed to be 35. I usually do 30. What is it?
12.
12%.
Illegal?
12.
And they laughing.
I think when Max stopped you,
They
Max blind.
laughing. They having a good old time.
Dang.
So, sit tight for me, okay?
All right.
Let me get your citation that your daddy's going
Samantha's
to get rid of
tint
for
was
you.
without a doubt darker than the legal limit, meaning that the officer had no choice but to issue her a ticket,
Tell your daddy,
not
go ahead and
before
take
making
care of
it
it.
clear once again that he did not want to enforce this law.
All right. There's your ID back. Said, I hate doing this, but our admin's on us real heavy for window tint. A lot of us don't agree with it, but
My mom got a ticket today too.
This is crazy. They just having fun. Because they know, because see, these people know that their dad can just call
Josh
somebody.
is
He's a senator.
a
So,
jerk, so.
just like Greg Abbott, if Greg Abbott's kids get
Shut
pulled
up,
over
don't tell
or
people
anything
that.
happens, you'll never hear about it
No,
because he can just make one phone call and they're going to cancel it for him. Oh,
you do
Greg,
the
we got
option
you.
of having it taken off and get legal limit.
I can
and the judge
guarantee
will
you that's
treat
how
as
it
a warning
works,
and he'll
man.
dismiss it.
Why you think you see them up there on the front lines at the back at
There's
the
a number on
football
the back
games
there
and
you
all
can
that
call and
because they're
have it
free
rescheduled.
for them.
Or you can just pay the ticket and leave the window
Come on
tinted as
down.
it is. However, it won't stop other people from stopping you.
Crazy, man.
Okay.
All right. You just sign there.
I can
Not
promise
admission
you by
guilt, so
now,
receive a citation,
I
you
can
get
promise
taken
you
care
by
of,
the
you'll
time
appear
she
in
got
court.
home, her daddy already had a loss passed for just his family to be able to ride around with that dark tint. I guarantee you.
Officer Kiersnowski's actions that evening were not without consequences.
Nope. Yeah, I
His
hope
body
they
cam
wasn't.
footage was reviewed, and the very
Thank
next day
you.
he was fired. According
Yes,
to a
he
department
needed to be
memo, he was
terminated.
terminated for attempting to disable the audio on his body-worn camera and for
Mhm.
attempting to persuade someone to take action to
Tampering with
change
evidence.
police department policy that he did not agree with.
Yep.
Want to see never-before-seen cases in their rawest form?
I'm telling y'all, that was crazy, y'all. Cops arrest their own kids. That's crazy, y'all. Y'all, man, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Smith Cartel. I'm El Jefe. I said that all backwards. I George Bush the hell out of that. This is the Smith Cartel, and I'm El Jefe. Yeah. And I'll see y'all on the next one. To my family, I love y'all. To everybody else, y'all be breezy.